Okay, so I apologize, man. I haven't uploaded a video in about a week. I've been traveling. I'm actually over at my house in Vegas right now. I did not come here because of the events of late in Vegas. That is not the reason I'm here. Although I'm human, it did arouse some curiosity. I have drove by the Mandalay Bay, and you know what, I'll tell you, it looks like it always does. Um, like I have no type of fucking security clearance or anything like that to, get any inside information, but it's interesting to hear the people here talk, and man, if you think that conspiracy theorists or whatever you want to call it, and I shouldn't even call them conspiracy theorists because we don't know what the fuck happened, but if you think there's a lot of different ideas and opinions on what happened on YouTube, man, you should be over here in Vegas, man. Everybody fucking here is talking, man. Everybody here is talking. Like the few things that I have seen that I guess have been stated as fact now is the security guard was in fact shot before the shooting. So I guess the guy they said that stopped it actually didn't. He was shot before the shooting, which obviously raises the whole suspicion thing again of like why the fuck it took so long to get this stopped if somebody knew before it even started. And I think they said it was like 6 minutes or something like that between the time he shot this and I will say I think the security guard was unarmed. Shot the security guard and then allegedly started firing down on the crowd. Now the reason I say allegedly is because when I watch the videos on YouTube, and there's some extremely smart people making videos, extremely smart people making videos that are making videos that make a lot of sense. They're using, I believe it's called photo forensics and stuff like that. It's like some type of thing you can download onto your computer. As you guys know, I'm not real computer savvy, so if I'm wrong about what it's called, I apologize, and it'll just give the keyboard warriors something to tell me I'm wrong about, so that's fun for them and kind of fun for me. I love reading the haters' comments, man. Like, it's funnier than shit. Anyway, so the timeline's changed like a whole bunch of times and this and that, and I mean, we've gone from like he's a gun runner, he's an undercover agent, he's a patsy, false flag, let's see, it was a gun deal gone bad with ISIS, ISIS, folks here in America, and it's just crazy. It is funny though when you have to watch a law enforcement entity backtrack on their stories and go back and forth. Obviously, we're not ever gonna probably hear the whole truth. I mean, the only way that would happen is if enough people come forward and say demand it, and I don't even know if that would matter. Basically, like, even if you get hundreds of thousands of people demanding the truth, the answer they're going to get is going to be basically the same as they would get in any other situation where it would basically come across like, what's the matter of national security, blah, 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 and, that's why we can't, anyway, when I originally started this channel, it was just about the fact that, like, I've been bodybuilding for 20 years, and at my age, I'm 40 years old. I had been off for about 8 months and wanted to, like, when you're a bodybuilder, if you guys know, like, if you're a bodybuilder or into fitness or anything like that, like, it's a bug, like, it's something inside you. So, I had taken a few breaks throughout that time, obviously, and, I did. I decided I was done. Reason that happened is because one of the gyms, my favorite gym, actually closed down, and where I was at the time, there was nowhere I really wanted to train, so I was like, well, fuck it, I'll just, I'll call it a wrap. And then, 8 months later, it's like, fuck, I really miss bodybuilding, so like I came back, and that's what this channel was originally going to be about. And so that's really what I've been doing, man. I traveled back over here to Vegas. It's a lot easier for me to train here. A lot of my coaches I used to use are here. A lot of guys I know are here. I love it over here, man. I love Vegas. I love being in Vegas. I love being in my house in Vegas. It's kind of a toss up between where I like more. Like, do I like Los Angeles more, or Vegas? And really, like, I love Vegas. I've never really, I mean, even though I own a home here, I've never really been in Vegas in a time like this. But it's actually really interesting because I think now, like, they have proven that it was actually a belt-fed weapon, and I don't know if like law enforcement has come out and admitted that yet. But there's been videos, man. I've seen them where like they overlap the sound of the shooting with like an M240, and it's clearly the same gun. It's clearly the same gun. The one thing that interested me the most is a very intelligent gentleman, and I forget his name, and I wish, I'm gonna have to, if I'm gonna make these videos, I probably have to start taking notes so I can give credit where credit is due. But a very interesting gentleman brought up the point that the alleged first shot, the very, very first shots, not like the real first shots, but the ones that people said, oh, those were the first shots. He actually said, no, that was, if you listen closely, it's a helicopter, because the fairgrounds kind of backs up against a, I don't know, like a helifield, what would you call it, for like helicopters or whatever, and that's a helicopter. But then he actually went further into saying, so that arises, kind of arouses the suspicions of maybe a helicopter was used in this. And he made some valid points. He was saying, if you watch like the taxi cab video, how it sounds like there's a gun that's really close and a gun that's really far away. And I guess law enforcement's perspective on that, or whoever it is, or maybe it's just like the people, I don't know, saying, oh no, that's just echoing. Well, I'm here to tell you, like, I live in Vegas. There's no Grand Canyon style echoing going on in Vegas. And the 40 feet between those two windows is definitely not enough room for one gun to sound like it's, almost a mile away, and another to sound like it's basically, only about 100 yards away. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of really super intelligent people making videos, talking about this. And there's also some guys that like make a lot of sense, and then they drop into like, oh, MK Ultra and this and that, and it kind of, look, I don't know if I know that MK Ultra was a real thing, but it kind of, like when you do that, like you make really valid points, but then you start going into these things that like most of the general public are gonna consider, okay, now that's crazy talk. I don't know if it is or not. Like, I'm not here to judge. Like, I wasn't there or here at the time, and I wasn't at the concert. Uh, who's to say? But I guess like the point of like the few videos I've made on this is like, I think it's great that everybody is, really emotional about this. They want to know the truth and all of that. But the fact of the matter is like, I'm not so sure the government's ever going to disclose the truth to any of us. But, there's a lot of really smart people out there. There's a lot of ex-combat veterans. There's a lot of currently serving people in the armed forces that are saying, that's not the gun I heard. And look, when like these supposed leaked photos of like the room and video, like those have all basically been disproven. Like they're cropped photos, they're fucking photoshopped, and it's really obvious that that's just kind of silly. And you know, let me just point out, like, when something gets leaked in a situation like this, like, it was leaked on purpose. Okay, there's no, you know, they sit there and go, oh yeah, we're having a real deep investigation into, you know, Las Vegas Metro PD to see who leaked no, you're not. Like, you guys know you did it on purpose. Like, come on. It was a whole, you know, in my opinion, it's a whole attempt to prove this guy was like this lone wolf gunman, this millionaire who owned airplanes and had millions of dollars. I mean, it's been stated that it has been known to bet millions a day. I really don't see what his particular motive would be to, you know, kill, you know, strangers. I mean, shit, I can see losing. Shit, if I lost $1 million in one hand, I'd probably want to kill people too. But it'd probably more want to, probably more be about trying to get even with the casinos or dealers or whatever, rather than, oh hey, shit, I lost $1 million. I think I'll go shoot into a fucking crowd of people at a country music concert. Like, just doesn't make a lot of sense. But um, you know, it's just there's a lot of stuff that's being said. Some of it makes a lot of sense, some of it doesn't. The one thing I'll say is, like, I can't stand those news channels with the robot voice, so it's like I almost want to listen to what they have to say, but then it's like as soon as that robot voice kicks on, it's like, fuck, I don't even want to hear this. You know, it's almost like it's a computer generated. Um, you know, it's almost like it's a computer generated fucking opinion. You know, I mean, all I know for sure is I don't think it's what they say. You know, there's a lot of people saying that, you know, and I agree with the fact that there's no reason for him to have that many guns for this particular situation, especially when the guns I saw in the video and the leaked photos, I do not think were the guns I heard firing. And another gentleman, you know, brought up a really valid point, saying that that is not what your head looks like when you fucking blow it off with a gun of that high power. But, you know, hey, I don't see too many heads blown off. So I really can't speculate on that either. I suppose I could Google, like, what does your head look like when you fucking shoot yourself in the mouth with a fucking high-powered rifle, but, you know, shit. It's like every other situation. Everything's different. Anyway, you know, I just wanted to kind of touch base on the fact that, like, I'm over in Las Vegas right now. It's the reason I haven't been making a lot of videos. I never expected to, you know, have so many people subscribe to the channel. Not that there's a lot. Not that there's a lot. I just, you know, like when I made this, it was like, shit, I just been making this for like a you know, something, you know, a little bit of a positive outlet thing to do, but whatever. I appreciate people, you know, watching the videos and subscribing and whatever. Even if you want to subscribe just to fucking be a keyboard cowboy and talk shit, like, hey, fuck it, you're still watching, you know, shit. I'm still getting the subscriber, I'm still getting the views, so fuck it, do your damn thing. You know, so many people, I actually fucking love, dude, I love the fucking hater comments. I think they're so funny because it's like all this shit that people, I'm almost sure it's like some pimply faced little kid like Anderson Fitness, like down in their mom's basement, like trying to feel tough. You know, it's like when you watch those videos of, you know, some fucking skinny little kid with a gun and it accidentally goes off when he's trying to be hard. You know, but yeah, I mean, it's a different atmosphere over here in Vegas right now. Obviously, um, on some levels, on other levels, it's like business as usual. You know, this is Vegas. Like, crazy shit happens here all the time. Anyway, like, it's like 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm up right now to have my first meal. I'm gonna head down to Las Vegas Athletic Club to train. My first training session of the day here in a couple hours. And I just thought, you know, I should, you know, like, fuck it. This is why I haven't uploaded a video for a while. I've been traveling. I went over to the East Coast for a little while. Stopped by my place in LA. Saw my friends there, my girlfriend, and now I'm over here in Vegas. You know, it just, you know, like I said, on some levels it's business as usual, and on others it's like there's all these people out here with cameras and shit doing their like YouTube videos and, you know, Instagrams and all this stuff, like with their theories and all this. And like, I totally appreciate it. I totally understand it. But like, I think the fact of the matter is like, we're not ever really going to understand. Nobody's ever really going to tell us the truth. It's like JFK. Like, it'd be like if one day we woke up and they were like, here, we're going to actually tell you how JFK got assassinated, or how like Marilyn Monroe got killed because she was having an affair with multiple Kennedys. You know what I mean? It's like, anyway. I just thought I'd upload a quick video. I'll do a few more today, or at least one or two more today, to try to catch myself back up. And again, man, thank you to the people that have been subscribing, watching the videos. Fuck, even if you're doing it to hate on me, you know, like, whatever. You know, you're still watching, you're still subscribing, so fuck it. Um, anyway, like I said, at 6 a.m. I gotta go eat my first meal, and I will be making more videos throughout the day. I have a lot of stuff in my head that I want to talk about. It's just pretty early, so it's a little blurry, but I did want to make a quick video and explain like why I haven't been around. Anyway, again, soon.